Okay, very Merry Christmas to you. And welcome to Dr. Ojuzo Speaks. It is a day to Christmas, so I just have to start that way to actually wish you a very Merry Christmas. My name is Ginika Olua. I've reported for duty as always. This is Dr. Ojuzo Speaks. It's a live simulcast on ABN Online Radio and Television, Vision Africa 104.1 FM, Real 99.1 FM in Abia. This is Flow 94.9 FM, the flow of God's own state. Of course, you should know that this is where we talk about the activities of the senator representing Abia North Senatorial Zone, the Senate Chief Whip, and the former governor of Abia State, Dr. Ojuzo. The spokesperson to Dr. Ojuzo is well seated here, Honorable Mad Kukuru. Honorable, good morning.
Welcome. Good morning.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you, and Merry Christmas to all people in Abia State.
All right. Your principal actually commissioned a hospitality outfit built by a Nigerian based in Canada, talking about Nnamdi Imo. But during that particular occasion, he called for local investment, that people, no matter where you are, you should come home to invest in the economy of this country.
Well, that is a good call. You know that they say charity begins at home, and it's a very clarion call to all Nigerians abroad. Those people that have invested their time, their resources in other countries to come back home and set up businesses. We got a lot of things that we can do for our people. I think that if you have stayed abroad for a while, people that love America, people that love Britain, people that love Russia, Germany, wherever they are, you also have to bring those things that made white folks to be white folks today. Where in Igbo parlance they say, Beke Mam. No spirit. They are just human beings like you and I. And I think that the time has come for the World Igbo Congress. I call upon World Igbo Congress to look inward and then make sure that every Nigerian that is abroad, especially the Igbos, should come home and then set up businesses. We have a lot of things to do here. Whatever experience that you have garnered abroad, you need to transplant those experiences down here, so that whatever the white folks pride themselves of and with, we can do the same. We can replicate. I think it's a good thing. I know Senator Ojuzo being in forefront of this foresightedness. He's doing what he's always been doing, knowing that all business is local. Of course, just like politics.
Oh. All right. Still talking about businesses. Of course, your principal should have one or two businesses here in Nigeria, or does he have them abroad? Because if you are making,
he has businesses.
If you are making such call, of course, you should lead by example.
Yes. We have businesses in Nigeria. If even in Omaya here, soon to take off will be the Sun Heavens Resort. It's a 5-star hotel that is going to be employing people that are from Abia State. And that is not the only thing. We have businesses all over Nigeria. And you know, when he started off, Ojuzo started off from in United States, and he has transferred most of his businesses to Nigeria. And he's an epitome of what local business is all about. And that is why he's into it. He has a lot of things he's doing for Nigerians. And don't also forget that when Slok Airline came on board, we employed a whole lot of people, and Slok even expanded beyond the shores of Nigeria, from Nigeria and beyond the shores of Nigeria.
Okay, now let's go over to the project. A former local government chairman in Abia State, T.K. Jones, actually applauded Senator Ojuzo, that is your principal, for attracting several quality projects in Abia North. I know that there are so many ongoing projects, talking about road projects and the rest of them. Yes. Can you just tell us more about those projects?
Yes, we have almost done with Ohafia, the projects in Ohafia. The project in Alai is ongoing. The project in Mkpa is ongoing. By the transformers that we have gotten for 5 local governments. I think by end of this year, we're going to see those communities enjoying the transformers. We have a whole lot of projects going on. You know that when we say that Senator Orji Okalo has declared war against poverty, when we say that Senator Orji Okalo has declared war against underdevelopment, we weren't kidding. We were serious, and people have witnessed the Midas touch of Senator Orji Okalo. And as I'm talking to you today, we are setting up, as a matter of fact, by next week, they will kick off. We're setting up a Gari processing plant in Atani, Arochukwu local government area. In Atani, I want Atani people to know we're going to establish the biggest Gari processing plant in Abia State, and that is going to be in Arochukwu, Atani Aro. So in that time, you be very lucky, and that's to show the love Orji Okalo has for you folks over there. We're going to do a whole lot. And again, I want to let Abians know, because I'm not speaking to Abia, not people alone. I want to let Abians know, even people that are listening outside Abia State. We are going to surprise a lot of folks in the work of Senator Orji Okalo by next year. 2021 budget, you are going to see a whole lot of new goodies that has never been. You're going to question your own senator representing you wherever you are, say, if Orji Okalo can attract these projects to our communities within 1 year, then what have you guys been doing for those years that we've been there? We're not talking about giving scholarships. We are talking about more than scholarship, because human capacity building is very, very important.
Well, scholarship is also good.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We are going beyond that, and you know the way we are doing in our own department. Senator Orji Okalo, like I keep saying, we are touching the lives of people through the Orji Okalo Foundation, and we are touching the lives of people through the constituency office of Senator Orji Okalo. We are doing massive projects. 2021 budget will be a lot of surprises, goodies, because we are going to be busier more than we have ever been since he became a senator of Federal Republic of Nigeria.
So many people are asking, Honorable, about the empowerment program which you did for Umunnochi and the Isukwata. You know, you promised to do all in all the local governments we have in Abia North.
Yes.
You've done for Umunnochi and the Isukwata. What about the rest of all?
No, we're going to finish. We have all those machines. We have all those machines down. They will get their own kick of goodies. You know, we can't just do only 2 local government, but because of things that were happening, you know, things were happening quickly, so we didn't have time to do all those things. So we know that 2021, you know, Bende people, Arochukwu and Ohafia local government, they will get theirs. They have their own things that we're going to distribute to them. Okay,
the Gari processing plant.
Yes.
When are we expecting it?
They are kicking off next week.
Okay.
We are going to establish it next week.
Where is it in all the 5 local?
No. Atani Arochukwu.
Okay, only
Atani for now. It's only Atani Arochukwu local government.
But it will be good if you extend to other places, because you know, rural communities, they need this particular processing plant.
Yes, we are going to do a whole lot. You know, it takes time. You know, when you bring out your own problem, we try to deal with it, and I believe it must have been somebody from there that must have gotten the mindset, gotten the mindset of His Excellency the Distinguished Senator. So we're going to do so many things for other local government. It is the pride of somebody working for Orji to be busier. You know, we are happy with what we are doing for the betterment of folks in Abia North.
All right, the show is still Dr. Orji Okalo Speaks, and I still have here with me the spokesperson to Dr. Orji Okalo, Honorable Matt Kokoro. Now, Honorable, let's go into politics. Last week, the almighty local council election held in Abia State, and unfortunately for your party, you lost out. You lost out both in the chairmanship and the councillorship. You didn't even win one. What happened?
Well, the word lost out, I totally disagree. It's an aberration that we lost out. Everybody in Abia, whether PDP or APC or ABGA or whatever political party that you belong to, knows very well within the conscience of your heart that APC is a party to beat. Now, was there election in Abia State? Of course there was no election. PDP people knows that election never was held in Abia State. Now, why should you tell me the election, even in Ozitem, my own community, there was no single ABSEC official that was there. In Bende local government, how can Ojiozo Carlo lose Bende local government? Is it possible? How can Benjamin Carlo lose Bende local government? Is it possible? How can Kiruko Regiocha lose Isquato or lose Umunochi? Is it possible? No, of course it's not possible. But what we are saying, that I blame my party, is that we should have come out swinging by protesting, legal protest, lawful protest. APC should be on the street. We go to ABSEC, we go to Professor Mpankpante. What you did is very wrong. God in his infinite mercy knows that that was no election. And I know that even my friends in PDP were not happy. My own good friends in PDP, I don't need to call names. Most of them were not happy. Why can you disenfranchise the people? Because you wanted power. You know, the game is not yet over. It's not Uhuru yet. Because I'm not sitting here to cry because I lost election. There was no election. And I think any human being that has conscience knows that what happened in Abia State, God himself from the heavens is not happy. Now, case in point, a member of Federal House of Representatives in Ikuano Omaya Federal Constituency left PDP, decided to join APC because that's the party to beat. Then they said that PDP won Ikuano, and then they had six councillors from Labour Party. Is it possible?
No, but
there is nobody. They
contested. The Labour Party.
No, there was not. No, it can never happen. Let us be real. This was what happened was a charade, and that is why when it happened, what I did was to make phone call to my party chairman and said, we cannot sit by the side and watch this thing that is happening. We cannot sit by the side and only speak grammar. We cannot sit by the side and help to disenfranchise our own people. APC is the next week, a big week from PDP will join APC. Now, how can you tell me that Professor Mpankpa can sit and say that there was election? I want to debate Professor Mpankpa to give me the correct data from each of the local governments where elections were held. And he knows in his conscience, Ginika, listen, he knows in his conscience that there was never any election in Abia State. Some folks, what they did was go to some corner, go to their rooms, and then make their own result. No ballot papers. Even the law enforcement agencies that called Madukokoro, they called me and said, we are having been the local government. At the end of the day, even the law enforcement officers were not happy because there was no election. Even the officials, ABSEC officers, I'm talking to you, next week I'll call them. They were officials from ABSEC. They were not happy with Professor Mpankpa. Somebody said, I want to tell you something, that he will resign working for ABSEC, that his conscience, he couldn't eat. He told me that you could not eat that day. To go to his house and pray to God. Anybody that goes to mosque, anybody that goes to church, anybody that goes to synagogue, anybody that believes in Almighty Jehovah knows that Ginika, or the election in Abia State. And I'm saying it again and again. Let me see how they will sit in their houses and drink water and drink orange juice and then eat fufu and eat rice, even drink pepper soup, and then say, beat your chest and say, I have done my bit. Professor Mpankpa cannot sit and say that what he has done is not only was it unfair in the eyes of man. Professor Mpankpa knows that it's not fair in the sight of God if he believes in God.
Now, Honorable, that brings to the question the issue of electoral process.
Yes.
In Kogi State and Gombe State,
yes,
those states are being controlled by your party, APC, and they conducted same election.
Yes.
Your party won,
yes,
in those two states.
Yes.
Now, so many people say that the electoral process by which you elect the local government the administrators and all that chairmanship and councillorship. Now, the issue is, should we continue like this? Because this has to do with the electoral process. The amendment of the electoral law is before the National Assembly. Your principal is a member of the National Assembly.
Yes.
What do you think should be done in this process to make sure that probably INEC, or should we continue with the State Independent Electoral Commission? to go ahead to be conducting election into local government?
You see, that's when we talk about presidential system of governance. Whatever you are following, because we are practicing American presidential system of governance, we need to practice it strongly and with vehemence. What is happening is that you cannot have two electoral bodies in a particular system. This one doing what he or she wants to do and the other one doing what he or she wants to do. I think that everything should be caged within INEC. INEC should be the umpire, unbiased umpire that will look into the electoral process and then conduct free, fair election in the system. See, if you are doing well, you're not scared of going out there and campaigning to touch the lives of people, you know. But here in Nigeria, our political process is still crude. What we need to do to refine it, and that's why we need to give it to INEC. That is why some of these governors don't want this thing to be done, caged into INEC, because how can you have APSEC, then you have INEC, and then you put people there that you know they will do your own bid. It's not proper. So what we're saying that legislators, people like Benjamin Carlo, who has advocated the process change, things will happen differently. I don't believe. I've never read the election. I've never comprinted in my life. I believe that if you are better than Madukokoro, if you win, I'll congratulate you. When the first time I returned from abroad, I contested the election. I came, kicking. But at the end of the day, I was not merged into Nigerian political system. I came with a foreign idea, foreign ideology, but it didn't work. And I congratulated the individual. No harm intended. So, but here, it's a do or die affair until we begin to reduce the salary of legislators, the salary of governors. If you pay a governor 200,000 every month, and you pay a legislator 100,000 every month, and when you go to the council, if for you to be a council chairman, your salary should not go beyond 50,000 naira a month. Then a councillor, your salary cannot go beyond 30,000 naira a month. You see, there be a change in ideology. People, for you to go and contest, you have to have in your mindset that you are out there to serve the people, not to free. That is why Nigeria is a do or die affair, because the money is too much. Local government chairman, do you know how much money they get? Do you know how many banks rush to local government chairman immediately they get elected? Do you know how many bank managers rush to governors immediately they become governor elect? And you understand what I'm saying? So we got a lot of things that need to be changed in our political system, so that it will not become a juicy thing in contesting election. If you are going out there to contest, you are going out there to serve the people. And then people, just like Senator Orji Okalo is doing, Orji Okalo is using everything that he gets from the constituency budget and using it for his own constituents. And that's what politics is supposed to be. Orji Okalo did not go to Senate to enrich his pocket. A lot of folks don't have money. If you don't have money, Genika, and you become the local government chairman, and your bank account never read 1 million, and then immediately you become local government chairman, getting called one against alert. The first alert 5 million, you go nuts, you go bananas, because that money, when you hear it alert, you go poo, you be like, God, is this getting called one? And your dressing will change, your movement will change, your friends will begin to change, even the way Guinea talks will begin to be a different thing. When you have that mentality, that is the mentality we are exercising in Nigeria today, and it's not fair. You can't look at somebody that have never driven a Volkswagen before. It becomes a legislator, or becomes a chairman of a local government, or becomes whatever in Nigeria. The next thing you see, Prado, that is about 30 million. Okay. Those are the things that are wrong. The money you use 30 million to buy a vehicle for somebody or political appointee, use it and pay salary.
Before this election, did you have hope or faith in the electoral process of the, by APSEC to conduct?
No, I never. That's why I called again. I called my chairman. I called our public secretary. I said, what we need to do is to stop Professor Mkwankpa from becoming the APSEC kingman.
Why?
Because he is a card-carrying member of PDP.
But it has been proven that.
No, we have always said it. Even Honorable Donatus Mwankpa, my party chairman, has said it many times. There is evidence there. Even during the inauguration period of the current governor of Abia State, he was chairman of the inauguration committee. I know Professor Mkpankpa, even when he was a commissioner, when he went to Ibere, when he went to Odoko's house, Professor Mkpankpa was a PDP man. Professor Mkpankpa remains a PDP man. He cannot deny it. And I, Madu Kokoro, challenge Professor Mkpankpa. See, what irks us that we don't speak the truth. Professor Mkpankpa is not better than a headmaster who is in a secondary school who cannot conduct that election. Why? Because you look at it. No. I disagree with you. It's not derogatory. Please. I'm making that we all equal. No, it's not derogatory. Listen to my English. I said Professor Mkpankpa is not higher than somebody who is there because he is a prof. So you want to make a prof who is a card-carrying member of PDP to go and conduct election for us when we know that is going to do the bidding of somebody else. So the truth is we need to look at the quality of that person, the conscience of that person, unbiased attitude of that individual. An individual that will say, I don't care the political party, I am not a party member, but Mkpankpa is a card-carrying member of PDP. We should not have allowed the man. APC as a party should have gone to court to stop him from conducting this election. And look at what has happened today. But I'm telling you this thing. We are going to see that God himself will right the wrong. Because as I'm talking again, most of my friends that are in PDP are not happy the way this thing was done. There was no conduct of election. Most of my friends in PDP are today moving into APC because of what has just happened. It's an insult to Guinea Koloha if you were to be representative of this quarter and then underneath you know, let's look at it from the real fact that Guinea representing this quarter in Abia State House of Assembly, and somebody comes to your own ward, Guinea, and no election, and then they declare result. Is that not an insult to your own intelligence, Guinea? I'm asking you a question. Is that not an insult? Because you don't understand that, because you are not in politics. You know, if you're in politics, you know that a lot of people do shady things that are not fair to the poor man, poor woman in the countryside.
Okay, the show is still Dr. Odjus Okalo Speaks. It's a live simulcast on ABN Online Radio and Television, Vision Africa 104.1 FM, Real 99.1 FM in Abia, and this is Flow 94.9 FM. We'll take a breather. When we come back, the show continues. Stay with us.
At Flow 94.9 FM, we've got conducive and well-secured environment for business, high-tech video studio, a state-of-the-art production studio. You can also listen live on www.flow949fm.com and watch our videos on YouTube at Flow FM TV. Flow 94.9 FM, not just radio, but a complete broadcasting house.
All right, welcome back to the show. It's still Dr. Odjus Okalo Speaks, and I still have here with me the spokesperson to Dr. Odjus Okalo, Honorable Madu Kokoro. Honorable, welcome back to the show.
Thank you very much, Ginika.
Okay, now let's talk about the UKs Fathers 10-year memorial service, which will be coming up on the 27th of December. How is it going?
Yeah, we are working so hard. We have a committee that has been set up. The committee is being headed by Honorable Representative Nkiruka Onyejocha, the Deputy Chief Whip of Federal House of Representatives. She's the chairperson, and Maduka Okoro is the secretary of that committee. And we have in that committee Barrister Benjamin Okalo Otabiri Bende, who is representing my constituency in the Federal House of Representatives. We have Barrister Emeka Okorafo from Isquato, representing Isquato in the Abia House of Assembly. Chief Chijoke Chukwu, representing Bende North in Abia State House of Assembly. We have Reverend Mrs. Jemima Olakalo, who is also the Executive Secretary of Odjus Okalo Foundation. We have Reverend Mrs. Ifoma Ago. Okay. We have a whole lot of. We have Dr. Chidia Madekwe. We also have Dr. Ejike from Isquato. Okay. Ejikoji. We have a whole lot of folks that are part of that committee. So we are working very hard. We are going to make sure that that day is a day of remembrance of the late Chief Nsiegbe Johnson Carlo, a very good man, a man who produced a former governor of Abia State, a former representative, and now is sitting senator of Abia State, and a former chief of staff in the name of mascot Uzo Carlo. Right. So we are happy that day, and that day is going to be a great day in Ibere.
Okay, Honorable, just hold your thought. Let's cross over to our health tips segment, where Dr. Onyekachi Achilike of Gerald Achilike Foundation, working in conjunction with Oji Uzo Carlo Foundation, is standing by. Good morning, Dr. Onyekachi.
Good morning, Mr. Ginika. How are you today?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm good. Good morning, Honorable Maduka.
Good morning, Doki Doc.
Yeah, welcome.
Good morning. Good morning to the good people of Abia State.
All right.
Good morning, fellow Nigerians.
Okay, now, Doctor, tell us, you said you were going to tell us some specific instructions on diabetic diet control. What does that mean?
Yes, my brother. First of all, I wish you all Merry Christmas and a better New Year.
Yeah,
Merry Christmas. Health topic, the health advice today concerns people who are already on our diet guide for diabetes.
Okay.
May I make you happy by letting you know that is not the method you'll be using to eat for life. Please, call me every week to report your current fasting blood sugar. This will enable me to know when to advise you to eat everything you like and the quantity you wish. A patient called me a month after commencement of the diet guide to report that her sugar level came down to 53 milligram per DL. A month before she started, it was 349 milligram per DL, and she never bothered to call me till it came very down. Please, low sugar level kills faster than high sugar level. For this reason, please, if you're on a diet control, call me every week to report your current fasting blood sugar. Within 1 month, you should be able to learn when to follow the diet guide and when to eat everything you like, so that you will still feel like a normal human being. Thank you very much.
Okay, Doc, their food one can actually be taken while he's having this particular ailment?
Well, if you look at the diet guide very well, diabetes does not mean don't eat gari, don't eat fufu, don't eat rice, don't eat yam. No, you will eat everything. The diet guide tells you the quantity to eat and the time of the day to eat those things. So the diet guide, when you are on it, the sugar level will be coming down. Okay. So you will get back to me. When you tell me your sugar level, I will now tell you, madam, sir, please in the next 1 week, eat everything you like, eat the quantity you want. So people that have understood their system, I have many of them that have understood their system, they know when to follow the diet guide, they know when to eat everything they like. And they are feeling normal. They don't feel sick. They are not on any diabetic drug.
Okay. I'm sure some of them want to reach you. Kindly drop your number, doctor.
All right, 0803 670 7369.
Okay, say that again.
0803 670 7369.
All right, thank you so much, Dr. Onyekachi Achilike of Gerald Achilike Foundation, working in conjunction with UK Foundation. Thank you so much for joining us on the program this morning.
Thank you, Mr. Ginika.
All right. Okay, Honorable, yes. Before we open the phone lines, yes, I would like you to talk to people. Now you'll be having some kind of celebration on the 27th of this month. Yes. And of course, you know, the second wave of coronavirus is very much around. Very
and
important. You need to talk to people as to how they are going to observe the safety protocols as directed by the authorities.
Well, let me say this to all Abians that will be trooping down to Neya, trooping down to Ibere, in Bende local government. If you are coming to that occasion, please have your nose mask. If you don't have your nose mask, you will not be allowed to get into the gate. you will not be allowed. The law enforcement officer will not allow you. We're going to have everybody, please observe the COVID protocol. It's very, very crucial.
That means you need to provide a washing hand.
Yes.
The water to wash.
Yes, we have all those around. People coming out, you wash your hand, you sanitize your hand before you enter into the field. Going to be a whole lot of dignitaries. Even the President of Federal Republic of Nigeria will be represented that day. We're going to have even the Senate President is going to be there. The Speaker, Federal House of Representatives will be there. Bajaba Miller is going to be there. The friends of Senator Odjuzo Carlo will be gracing that occasion. It's a very, very, very big occasion that we're having on the 27th of December. So if you are coming, please have your nose mask. If you have your sanitizer, also keep your sanitizer with you. But if not, when you come out there, you must wash your hands and you must sanitize your hands before we let you into the arena. That's what I want to say. And there is something very important that happened. I want to use this opportunity, this festival period, to ask a lot of Abians to be careful. Something based on my experience 2 days ago, I felt that I should give that information to Abia people. Be careful with these POS operators. Very careful. Something happened. I went to send money to somebody, and I asked the POS to take a certain amount of money, and the POS agent is somebody that I know very well. That's somebody that I trust. As I gave her my card, my ATM card, they slotted it in, and while the person was doing that, I had a phone call. I had an international phone call, so I took the phone and I started responding to my friend that called me. While I was doing that, I didn't know that the amount that I asked that individual to send, that individual punched a different amount. When I'm up triple the amount of money that I asked to send, I didn't pay any mind to it. So what happened when I went home? I was going through my messages, and I saw that I had been debited more than 50,000. Yeah, what I expected. So that really shocked me. And when I called the individual, he thought it was a joke. So I want to something that happened immediately. I reported this matter to area command. They responded. So I want to use these officers. They did very well. They even confiscated those POS machines. Inspector Okechukundukwe, I want to thank you so much. Inspector Menabari Yarako Tompolo, I want to thank you so much. Inspector David Mbede, I want to thank these people at area command. Okay. These individuals, these young officers swooped to action, and that really made me know that we have police officers that can respond to issues, that can respond to problems. Can you imagine that POS? Do you know how much money that I would have lost if it weren't these officers? I want to thank you so much. Continue to be good officers and gentlemen, and I know that the Commissioner of Police must hear about this. The PPRO must hear about this. You people did very well. May God continue to bless Abia Police in Jesus' name.
Amen. All right. The number is to call at 080-8182-6949 or 08116052949. There's also the SMS line, which is 090-651-08289. Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Welcome.
Good morning, and Geneka.
Good morning, my friend.
Welcome. What's your name?
Please, let me Ibrahim from Isukwata.
Okay. Go ahead.
Take note. Any government that is built on fraud and insincerity is pitching itself against God Almighty, the God of justice. And the masses under this government will continue to suffer. The last election was fraud and irregularities. The masses know this. The clergymen, the so-called leaders of the churches, they know all these things. They kept quiet because they are in marriage with the government.
That's a serious allegation. All right. Thank you so much. I think you've made your point. Hello. Good morning.
Hello. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. What's your name?
Ikechukwu. Calling from Umaya.
All right. Welcome.
Fine. We are talking of electoral reform. That is local government election. But the main thing, we exclude it. Even your principal or governor, former governor of the state, Mr. Odjuz Okalo, which I think we should discuss on the administration of local government funds, local government allocation. We remember 1999, barely can you see any governor that period conduct any local government election. What EFCC particularly focus was looting of local government allocation. You get a point, the local government need to form their own, as our governor form ARGOM, so that they will protest, and that is when they start appointing caretaker committee to take care of the local government. In absence of election of administration of government, the person that is supposed to take charge of local government, it should be the magistrate of within the local government area, the magistrate. As we have in the case of the governmental election. Please, the state, even as we speak now, every local government should detail us their own capital expenditure, their budget, the current expenditure and overhead. Nobody is talking about that one. You know what I'm telling you.
All right. Okay.
And then election reform, this electoral reform within the local government. Odjuz Okalo was there. Did he make any attempt to reform this reform we are talking now? When PDP were in the power, did they make any attempt to push in electoral reform, even the one that was using e-voting? Because the system was favoring them that time. Now that APC is there, it's favoring them, and APC will not reform until they kick them out of power and start shouting reform.
Okay, all right. Thank you so much. All right, thank you. Hello, good morning. Hello.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, good
Welcome.
morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, Merry Christmas to you.
Same to you, my brother.
Okay. Yeah, this is Emmanuel. I'm calling from over here.
Welcome.
Let me start with the local government elections. That elections to me is a charade as far as I'm concerned. The situation whereby elections will not be conducted, and then you go and the call results. But that's it for me. Even places where elections were conducted, they will go to the local government headquarters and announce an electoral result for that. For the same polling, I mean, it will be fun. I don't see that as an election. And the PDP will tell that APC were not campaigning. These are the because I want to say about that. The APC campaign for this government election. But people have been saying that APC will not campaign. So why should they be bothered? Now, even if the APC will not campaign, is that enough reason for them to mess up the elections? We are not even talking about the people that are people that have refused to pay. Now, if you look at people in Christmas, you know it's Christmas, they should have everybody equal.
Okay.
I mean, you have to very
Okay, I think you heard what he said. If actually PDP campaign.
Yes, that's their problem, whether they campaign or not. I ain't gonna do with that. But what I'm talking about, and I keep insisting, that Professor Nkpa is the man that messed everything up. If he had kept his hands clean, I don't think that Abians will be complaining about local government election. And Professor Nkpa, I keep challenging him because he cannot live with that conscience that he disenfranchised Madukokoro, people like Madukokoro. He disenfranchised somebody like Ikenna Ariwodo. He disenfranchised somebody like Dr. Frank Osita Frank. He disenfranchised Ethiopia. He disenfranchised Okwoto. He disenfranchised everybody in this election. What we are saying, is it fair, Professor Nkpa? Is it proper, Professor Nkpa? Is it fitting, Professor Nkpa?
Okay.
If Professor Nkpa can hold the tenets of Rotary in the 4-way test, he will know that he shouldn't have done what he did. And God is not happy with what happened. And that is what I maintain.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello, good morning. Welcome.
Hello.
Hello, can you hear me? Okay, probably call back. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Geneka.
Good morning. Welcome.
Hello, good morning, Madukokoro.
Good morning.
Happy Xmas.
Merry Christmas, my brother.
Yes, I'm wishing you
the best of the season.
Thank you. And you too.
Yes, may God bless you from January till now.
Amen.
Yes, only one that no yeregi. If I could swab, I'm calling from Bend, the land of the blessed land of God.
Yes.
Maduko Koro, actually, Choromijo Gawa, Mekele, our senator. Okosisi one of Abia State, Okosisi one of Nigeria, Ojuzo Carlo, for Itumbus or Root, is trying a lot to see that those people with the head and I hate the Korani, or Boyedeka or Tadri, Mbu Benjamin Carlo is trying a lot. May God bless them.
Amen.
For the carnival, Hagemena, Nibere. On Sunday, being 27, I do that not there.
Okay.
I get married, but I am Hupani Senator, I near Coritoquano,
Yes,
and I'm a Madu Kukroga Draganama. And my election, last Friday, Hapo, it's only God who fight for APC. It's only God will judge it, Hapo, until 2020.
Okay.
The great miracle will be there.
All right,
Amen.
thank you, Ike. Thank you so much. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, welcome.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Good morning.
Yes, sir. Good morning.
Welcome.
Advice.
Yeah, Merry Christmas. What's your name?
This is the Baba from Munashu.
Welcome.
Yes. Madoka,
Go ahead, my brother.
God will bless you
Amen.
for the blessing that Christian who did work for you. According to the Bible, among the majority do that. We have that one to have good one. God will continue blessing you.
Thank you.
The person doing the good work for you.
Thank you.
Give him that blessing. But you doing your work. The rest of the election, only my own problem there. Let the people who do that in Omago, to enter that government house, they should do well for their people. Whether that PCO, whether that PDP, all of them are there. That's what I'm concerned. And now, I would like to see you one-on-one to give you my signature of people who promised me.
Thank you.
Yes, I'm
Thank
coming
you.
to collect my social media boy.
Okay.
Continue your work, and they should look into the people pursuing my honorable former governor. Because I come to him one-on-one when he was a special name.
Chai.
I know when he came to Lagos. I was the person who escorted to the hotel. I know what happened after
Okay.
the play one match.
Thank you.
All right, Baba Gonas.
Okay.
Okay.
Why you got you
All right, thank you.
you come to Iberi on the 27th, Baba Gunners, no problem.
Okay, now to the SMS line. My name is Carlo Johnson. I'm surprised to hear Professor announcing results from Igbere Ward A, where I and my people were until 6:30 p.m. on that day. There was no single AFSEC staff seen, but only to go on air to announce results from there. Okay. Now, this one said, okay, I am Suleiman from Uzwitem. You are really trying to promote our language. Please, sir, we really seriously need this, our Amambo Elugumba. Okay, Amambo Elugumba Zwakali road built.
Yes.
Help us talk to our distinguished Senator Okalo about it, because that's the major Uzwitem road. On the side of previous election, no election was done in Bende local government entirely. Okay, the AFSEC chairman has shown works for his party. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Dennis.
Good morning, welcome.
This is me, Matutu, calling from Iguana.
Okay, go ahead.
I want to talk, Honorable Madoka. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Matoto.
Yeah. Please, I want to talk about the election, that election from that was held last week. What our AFSEC chairman did was very, very wrong. In my place, we don't have anything like Labour Party. I was the competitor. Madoka, you are the one that made me in the party secretary.
Okay.
2 weeks ago.
Yes.
2 weeks ago.
Yes. Yes.
I was the one. Nothing like Labour Party, but I was very surprised on Saturday night they declared Labour Party winner. I'm still asking PDP and the Professor, who is that Labour Party candidate? Even I have spoken with PDP candidate, he said nothing like that. Why PDP will be doing good to others and good candidate? Who is that good candidate? That Labour Party candidate, who is it? Where is it from?
Okay.
Did he contest the election? Professor Agumba, did you have anything like Labour Party in that election that you conduct last.
Okay, Matoto.
So this thing we are saying that people need to look into it and know what PDP is doing this day is not good.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, thank you so much. Okay, now, this one said, Honorable Maduka, good morning, sir. The letter we submitted for help through Reverend Jemima Olakalu, and are we hearing from her? It's been long I submitted the letter.
All those things will be taken care of by next year. I want to say something, Ginika. The Amabo Elugumba Road, when is Yanchi, Yem Choroke me, Gachosa, President General, go de letter, Makozo, is here photo, Malozo, to a Pumpusiri Sapanko, Dalaje, Omobase. They letter on this Sarogam, Megurianye. Mobile Hoja Makalam no Parayono, I gave Melo Jinwa, Sai Sebu, Baikwa Mobasiku, I go Luvumbo, Amabulumbo, Ogadema, and Ginica. You hear what people are saying, and I'm saying that I'm not happy that I was disenfranchised, and you cannot be happy that you're disenfranchised. And somebody says Ginica went to London when Ginica didn't go to London. Is that fair? That's the way I want you to look at it. I know you are independent folk, but I want Abians to know that this sort of thing that he did to disenfranchise me, Madukokoro, Professor Nkpa, let him disenfranchise. I hold it on to you. I hold it on to you in spirit of God. I hold it on to you, Professor Nkpa, that what you did was very wrong. You should have said, I will resign from this position instead of announcing this result. God will be with you. When we talk about God, do we really believe in God? That is my question. You cannot take the votes of Abia. Get take care for granted. In Abia paring those item. Inyele mega solando item. In we keep paring this kweto. Yewa merega abulo obu hamere. Odemma. Professor Nkpa Odemma. Obulo Odemma. That paring Abia Odemma. So this is why I am upset with Professor Nkpa. I'm not upset with PDP. PDP ain't got nothing to do with me. They did what they're supposed to do, but the vehicle that they used was the wrong vehicle. That man should have taken his integrity to God and said, I am not going to announce this result. Nkpa would have been held up today. That is a professor who has been teaching in school for many years. Is that the criteria that you going to disenfranchise the people of Abia? Say, I disagree with you, Professor Nkpa.
All right, Honorable, can be coming down.
I'm coming down. I want to give a shout out to some people. Merry Christmas to a lot of people in Abia. First of all, Merry Christmas to Flow FM. Merry Christmas to Vision Africa. Merry Christmas to Real FM. I want to thank everybody that have been kicking it out with us. I'm so happy that a lot of people that love Ojus Okalo. I want to thank Capito Furnitures. Your boy Ojus Okalo. Capito Furniture, boy Ojus Okalo. And the master guide, James Ezekwe. I want to thank you for standing strongly with my boss Ojus Okalo. Everything you appreciated. And I am just Ibelohu. 27th I am Randy Iberendebo. I want to thank Chichi's home cooking restaurant, the one that is so. I will take you there. They really prepared Christmas gift to give to my boss. That's why I want to thank them. Chichi's home cooking restaurant opposite Abia.
You want to take me there for lunch?
I will take you for their lunch.
Don't worry, my wife does better. My wife does better. Don't worry. All right, thank you so much, Honorable Maduko, for coming on the show. And sincere thanks to ABN Online Radio and Television, Vision Africa 104.1 FM, Real 99.1 FM in Aba. This is Flow 94.1 FM, the Flow of Gadsden State. My name is Ginika Olwa. Till next week, please do stay out of trouble and Merry Christmas.